And so the X-Wing for me, Matt, has always been one of my favorite ships. I have so many memories of a child with my X-Wing, you know, throwing it down the hallway and breaking all the wings off, and then
throwing it down the hallway.
Yeah, because I thought, well, you know, why can't it fly?
Wow.
The wings would all break off, and my dad would, you know, get home from work and somehow be able to fix it, and I would just go back and do it the next day all over again.
So even though you're holding a battle-damaged X-Wing, sounds like maybe you pioneered the battle-damaged X-Wing?
Yes.
So that's probably...
I don't think they intended to break away wings, but, you know, I found that feature.
I think that's my favorite one, the battle-damaged vintage one that you have. The box art on it is...
Oh, yeah.
Probably my favorite.
I actually like the alternate of this that came out first that has a different shot of... That's the white X-Wing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's my favorite, and we've got that in the back.
So we're not here to talk about that one, though, right?
No, but I'm just like I want to just
tough.
set,
yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Set
not
the context because I love that I could put my X-Wing Luke in here.
So you got kind of basically you've got
you know, and then press the button that makes the E.
Throw it in a puddle in your backyard and try to lift it out with the force.
Yeah.
So you've got kind of looks like you set up kind of the evolution of the X-Wing fighter, right? Even though it's off screen, we also have the 90s one. So we've got right there the ESB one from 80, obviously, and then is this the Legacy one? Is that the big one, or?
I think it's the same mold as the Legacy one.
Okay, because I know that one has these weird, looks like weird battle. This one with the battle damage too, or something. But anyway, that's the real true scale one, right?
This one looks like it was rescued from a fire.
Maybe it was. Maybe it was rescued from a swamp. But what's this mysterious box behind it? Can you tell us?
Well, so this is the new Force Awakens X-Wing that we've seen in the movie trailers. But now we have an actual physical specimen we can check out and see if it really makes sense that this turbine can split in two.
What is it called?
A turbine?
Okay, not a turbine. Not a turbine. I thought a turban was a hat.
That's spelled differently. It's kind of like pen and pen.
Yeah. So, okay. So who's this? Who's does it come with?
Poe Digimon.
Poe Digimon. Is he in any other movies or just the Star Wars movies?
I think he's in all the movies.
Okay,
I think they're going to reveal to us that he's.
Okay. I was just making sure he wasn't in any movies I didn't know about. Okay, so
look at that. Look at that.
The box art is beautiful. Is his? So one thing I really truly don't know is his X-Wing different? Is he because he's like the leader, or is that? Are they all kind of that gunmetal?
No, his is definitely different. I mean, because they've shown us different ones. There's one that's kind of the typical, aircraft gray with blue stripes on it. But for some reason, his is like this
so
dark
cool
gray.
Looking.
And it reminds me of a comic series like a year or two ago, and they had X-Wings that they painted dark like this.
I remember I used to read the Rogue Squadron comic, the one that was about like Wedge and all that. Did you ever read that, the Dark Horse one?
No.
Okay.
No, I didn't read that one, but like I said, like a year or two ago, they painted all their X-Wings dark, and Princess Leia was flying one for some reason.
Whoa,
she qualified as a pilot, and they went on some dangerous,
As if she wasn't hot enough already.
I know, man. You should have seen her in that flight suit, dude.
She is the perfect woman, total package.
Yeah.
So I guess I noticed.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
You have one here, but what's this? Is this the same thing?
It is.
So you got some scissors. What's happening right now?
We're going to open this up and check it out.
We're going to actually unbox this?
Yeah, this is the one Force Awakens toy that
I remember. You told me from the get-go this is the one you wanted.
Yeah, because,
And it was surprisingly hard to get, so you must have good taste. This is not one that we've seen anywhere else in our many journeys. So the first thing I've heard people say is that the color is not the same. Now, excuse me, immediately coming out of the box, you can see, well, I guess first off, let's start with the figure. So
I haven't honestly compared it to the one that you get just on the card.
Mm-hmm.
But this one definitely has a removable hat. It didn't appear to me that the one on the card you could remove his helmet.
I don't know. I haven't really paid much attention to the 3 3/4 stuff. I should.
Yeah, like it's your job or something.
No. So pretty good likeness for 3 3/4, right?
It's not bad. I like the hoses.
What's his name? Pope Digimon?
Or Pue.
Pue. So Poe Dameron.
I've always loved figures.
I think he's gonna be like a pretty cool character, like maybe the Han Solo-ish character, like the cool guy.
Well, it could be, but they're kind of making a mistake by making so many figures of him.
Because there's 3 that we know of, right? Because he's in the second wave of the Black Series, and he already has 2 3 3/4 figures, right?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. What is that you're doing? Is that his gun?
It's his gun, but I can't.
His Republic-issued gun?
Yeah.
Is it a Glock, or what do they give him? Can we see the blaster, Brian, before you put it in there?
No.
You're rude.
All right, here, look at it. Here, would you like it on a red background?
Would I? Oh gosh, that's not any blaster we've ever seen before.
So I'm looking at this and I'm wondering just how many decades will pass before they're making repros of these.
The Poe Dameron blaster passes the float test.
No repros, man.
No repros here, guys. No
It's kind of cool though. I mean,
no
it's
Pope Digimon repro.
It's a very different gun design.
I know.
for
I've
Star
never
Wars.
seen it before. Very basic. Very different.
And other than the Stormtrooper gun, all the ones that I'm seeing on the figures look really different, right? Like, no, I don't have any anymore. Never mind, I can't show you.
We do. He's just moved. We still have the whole set. Should be back there.
Okay, so let's just then look at Finn's gun. 'Cause
Finn?
here he is. It looks like a DeWalt drill or something.
Does his gun match his outfit?
It does. I don't know why.
Very stylish of you, Finn.
Yeah. They're just more coordinated in The Force Awakens. Alright, but...
Maybe that's just how they do it on Jakku.
Yeah. Alright, but that's
Poe
pretty
Digimon.
sweet, man. I'm digging that.
The figure looking good. Looking good. But let's get to the good stuff, Brian. Let's get to the
Alright.
meat. No more appetizers. Let's get to the main course. So anyways, what I was saying is I heard people saying they were worried that it didn't match the color. Whoa. Oh my gosh, yeah, it does too. It's the same color.
What does
Look, it's got a little BB-8. Are you kidding?
BB-8.
So BB-8 is Poe's droid, I found out. Did you know this?
Well, from
He's
throughout the
his
whole
R2. Well, that's what it says on the back of Rey's Black Series figure.
What's she doing with this droid?
It says BB-8 is the spherical loyal astromech droid of Resistance pilot Poe Dameron.
Why is she done?
Because nobody would buy her maybe without it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, so right off, that's upsetting me.
You don't like it?
Well, why is this... Oh, never mind.
I like it.
Hold on. I fixed it. I thought this
What was
wasn't...
wrong?
It was like lifted up like a 1/4 inch or something. It wasn't sealing. But no, that's all right. That's all right. That's
Oh,
almost
wow.
just like
Yeah.
the original.
So definitely the same scale as the original X-Wing, right?
It's about the
Let's see a side by side, B. Oh my gosh.
So they definitely have some
It's a little longer.
scale issues. Yeah, but I mean, in the actual movie, I'm sure it's like this long, right? You know, this is just one of those.
It's cool, man. I really like it. Well, that's funny. That one has R2 built in. This one has BB-8 built in. That's cool. I like it. So,
All right, what else do we?
what
have?
else do we have in here?
We've got some guns. I definitely saw lots of complaints about these being all bent up, and If you look at that, it is.
Oh yeah, it's a little bent.
But it seems easy enough to fix, right?
Yeah, it's just plastic.
Oh, I bent it worse. I bent my Wookiee.
I bent my Wookiee.
All right, why don't we cut and I'll get the weapons on and you can check out the rest.
Okay.
All right.
What'd you do?
I added on all the guns and
Okay.
you know, I'll work on bending them straight later. I really don't think it's going to be a big issue. This is pretty weird though, and I've heard lots of people complain about this.
What is this?
That's the nose. I'd call it a cone, but it's some other kind of wedge shape.
Oh, callback. Wow, 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 wow.
It kind of
Oh,
leans to the
oh.
right. It's strange.
We've all been there, nose cone.
Yeah, I'm wondering if I can
That's
put something in there.
terrible. I don't like. Is it like hollow?
Yeah, it's holla.
I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of that.
No, so that's weird, but I think you can kind of work with it and get it straight. But
Not a fan of that. I gotta shoot you straight.
all right, well, it's very strange.
How do you feel?
But I guess perhaps they counted on people like me as a child wanting to throw this.
You think that's why it's like that?
It's clearly a safety thing. Why? There's no other good reason.
Is it
why you would do that.
like honk honk a clown's nose? It is honk honk. Wow,
Well, we could actually put like a squeaky dog toy.
I like it. I like it.
All
Look
right,
where your
so
head's
let's
at.
see.
So obviously, what we're waiting for is to see the spoils.
Spoils. Yeah, if I can.
Lock the
Oh,
spoils.
no. It's just like R2, isn't it?
Oh, BB-8, you
That's pretty
sweet little
sweet.
man.
All right. So,
Oh man, that's awesome.
for everybody wondering, there are independent turbines in there.
Atomic batteries to power.
It somehow legitimizes this design. So as us nerds were looking at this before, they're like, you can't split an engine in two. That doesn't make any sense.
They're 4 independent engines.
Yeah,
Okay.
I can stretch my imagination and suspension of disbelief to assume that somehow legitimizes the design. But I mean that is cool. That is lean. So check out. Are you seeing how it was a solid wing and it's split into 2 pieces versus the original X-wing?
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like it.
And I'm sure that that's just in space anyway, where you wouldn't need any kind of, aerodynamics on wings, right? So
Mm-hmm.
that's really just for, what is it, attack position?
Lock spoils into attack mode. Into attack
Spoils.
position. Isn't that what they say?
I think it's S-foils.
S foils?
Yes. Who's the bigger nerd?
I guess you.
I guess so. But it's cute that you've been saying spoils all your life.
I thought it was Pod. What is it? Pod Digimon?
So, it's got a really nice seat in there.
Wow, is this leather seats?
I think it's rich
Ooh,
Corinthian
that's gonna get
leather.
hot in the summer. Put him in there.
I'm gonna try. Okay, so I've heard that it's difficult to get him in. At least that's what she said.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna say.
All right, he'll leave his gun out because that could probably injure him.
Hopefully he doesn't crash. Does he have a cell phone in case he gets lost?
Don't they just have like things on their wrists that they?
I don't know. I'm in space. I see stars. A lot of black.
Man, I gotta say this glass is pretty flimsy.
Well, then it's true to the original Star Wars design.
It's gonna be all scratched up and yellow. Oh, there. He's got to lean. Oh, he's got to lay down. He's in nap position. All right. So he's all in there, nice and reclined in his baby blue leather seat. BB-8's back there to handle the business.
I think BB-8 might be the star of this movie.
I think so.
Doesn't it seem like the merchandise is all tied into BB-8?
Yeah. So I'm sure that they teach them in X-Wing pilot school to never fire the rocket with the landing gear down.
Yeah.
Because that would be bad.
Classic rookie mistake.
Yeah, well, let's see how it fires. Let's fire it at the camera.
Let's do it.
Let me get into
Hopefully I
the
won't choke like that Battlestar kid.
Open up, Matt.
Oh! You really hit me! Ow, you hit me in the boob.
Oh, yeah.
That kind of hit me with some force.
All right, so let's just take a look. Like, there's a lot of stuff that's really like the old.
Yeah, I think I know what you're gonna get at, and it's like this part, right?
Yeah. I dig all that, and even there's like this kind of little. I don't know. Is that the carburetor on the X-wing? It's still kind of there. There's still some of the familiar shapes. Let's look at the very back.
Oh yeah, very similar.
So I dig it. I dig what they did there. It's
Definitely a callback.
Yeah, it's updated. It's fresh. It's still a design that nobody in their right mind would ever come up with on our world, but it's awesome. It works.
And it shoots a real missile at your boob. Or your friend's boob.
Yes, and if you have a lot of guy friends with boobs, then you probably...
You're good. This is the toy for you.
Yes, that's right. All right, cool.
All right, man. That's the review. What'd you think? What's your final...
Okay, the last thing I want.
What are your final thoughts, like if this was Jerry Springer?
My final thoughts. Well, no paternity test is needed.
Gotcha.
We know where this.
We definitely know who the father is of this
There's
one.
one last thing that I just wanted to point out. The way this feels, it's a really matte, kind of weird feeling, right? That's unusual for a toy. It feels more like
like a little different, I guess.
a Rubbermaid tote or trash can or something.
Is it flying away?
It's flying away, man.
It looks good. Final
It does
review.
look good.
Pass, fail.
I love it's a pass.
It's a pass. It's a pass. It's a pass for both of us. We both like it. I really like the little BB-8 in there. I really feel like
Yeah, it looks awesome.
that's so cool.
I just love the poise of this design. It looks
The poise of this design.
Doesn't it look wicked?
Yeah, it looks very, very cool. Looks like Poe's probably going to be able to save the galaxy and appear in his own. Never mind.
Appear as a what?
Appear in his own movie, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, he should get his own movie.
He should get one.
It's kind of weird that they're making a movie about next week.